A mirroring spell always works. It was given to me by a rabbi in Jerusalem in order to protect against negativity. This is the kind of mirror we recommend. These are cheap. I got this at the 99-cent store. So the mirror should be placed by your window sill. And my window sill is over here. So if I'm trying to, maybe someone is attacking me that lives in the Southwest. So I would want it to be directed to the Southwest. Or maybe I have multiple attackers. So I might want to have multiple mirrors. So when a person comes up to your window, they will see their own face, right? So you have the mirror pointing outward from the window. In front of the mirror, you'll place a white candle. You can do a 7-day candle. So when the person looks in the mirror in your window, a light will shine back at them and the mirror. This is your setup. 7-day candles are great. Never leave it burning. You have to put it out before you leave, particularly if you're dealing with incredibly dark energy. Never leave don't worry, it won't affect the spell. The energy will still be there. It's best to light it at night. A rabbi from Mea Shearim gave me this. So this is Kabbalah, and it's for anybody who wants to use it. Yeah, this was given to me by the rabbis. It always works. It has never failed. So they will send you horrible negative energy, the person that has harmed you, and it was dying out. And you are sending back light, and you are sending back their negativity. So the mirror is every darkness you sent to me is returned back to you, and I just send you back light. I send you light, and I will not be receiving what you are sending. So if something happens to the other person, you yourself are not taking on the karma of hexing them. They are taking on the karma of their own evil eye. So if I'm saying, I'm going to get you, I'm looking at myself getting the evil eye. I'm going to, right? I'm just sending light and saying, no, that package does not belong to me. You need to send it on back, right? So other things the rabbis said may help is you want to have a dish of salt, kosher salt. I don't have any kosher salt. Regular salt works. They like the kosher salt. Or you can also do, I think the Himalayan is nice, the big chunky. And that can also go in front, a bowl of that. And that will absorb any tumé or spiritual uncleanliness that could come into the home. Also, the second thing you can have by your mirror is a glass of water. Kabbalists talk about the spirit going into the water. So it's the negativity is absorbed by the salt and the water. So what are you going to be doing for those 7 days? Read the Psalms. So every night you light the candle, which is in front of the mirror, the 7-day candle, and open up and begin reading the Psalms. All is well with my soul, the song we were just listening to. God will protect me from my enemies. God will protect me from those who wish me harm. Those are the Psalms. So the Psalms are set up perfectly for a mirroring spell. And so every night you would sit and you would do your setup. You can also rinse salt. You can rinse your hands. Some people, my mother would actually put salt on her hands when she was koshering meat, and she would clean with the salt. Sephardim are really strict about blood in their meat. My mother was Sephardic. So um, you can rinse your hands afterwards if you're worried about negativity. Just shake it off with some water. Some people do with salt. Get that negative crap out of me. Um, when you are done, you can take the water and just pour it into the ground. Because there's a lot of. Don't let your cat drink the water. Some people will put a top on the water also because animals will say, "Oh, I'll drink this." And then you wind up with a sick animal. So you want to make sure animals don't touch it because the water is energetically impure. It's going to absorb the impurities. The salt, you can put it in a bag, put it in the trash, and just throw it out. If you feel you need to protect I don't really feel like I have much negative energy on me anymore. I went through some stuff, but I don't really feel like I have it too much on me. So I don't really feel like I need to do a mirroring spell right now. But yeah, that's what you would do. So that's the mirroring spell. It always works. I had a friend who was going to be fired from her job. We went to see the rabbis in Safat. They gave her the mirroring spell. She set it up in our hotel in Jerusalem, and she began reading the Psalms. When she got back to the States, the boss that was threatening to fire her had been fired. She prayed for her husband, and she prayed for her boss to not have problems with her boss. He was fired and replaced by a new man who she's now married to with 2 kids. You don't mess around with Kabbalists. And they picked her out of a crowd. We were walking, we were in Safat, and we were going to the kever, the cave for soul, where you find your soulmate. You pray for a soulmate at this cave, and you have to go around 7 times. And there was a bunch of us in a crowd, and the rabbis looked at her. There was a group of Kabbalists. They said she was a Christian. She wasn't even Jewish, and they were like, they'll work with anyone who needs a healing. And it was just like, you got to come over here. There's something going on with you. And she was very distressed about, like, should I have taken this vacation? He's threatening to fire me. You need to do the mirroring spell. And they showed her how to do it, and they gave her a book of Psalms in English for her to read. Guy was fired. She came to the kever to find a soulmate. That's why she went around the cave 7 times, was to find her soulmate. And she got both. Those Kabbalists don't mess around. They told me, you're going to be okay. I said, well, what about my blessing? You're going to be all right. I'm a nice Jewish girl. What about me? They're like, you don't really need it. You're gonna find. It's like I got no bracha. I was like, what the hell is this? I guess I didn't. Yeah, they probably didn't think I should get married either. Oh yes.